Unshackling my ankles from the invisible ball and chain of societal domesticity, trading up predictable routines of suburban life for a dose of pure eccentric eccentricity. I threw my neckties into the trash bin and let my beard grow unruly and long, finding a strange kind of validation and crafting an unmarketable honest song. You burned your old rule books and abandoned the strict corporate ladders you hated to climb, recognizing that selling your precious sanity for a paycheck was a structural crime. Now we are standing on the edge of a jagged cliff where the mountain winds fiercely howl, answering the call of the wilderness with an untamed grin instead of a civilized scowl. An eagle soaring effortlessly above the treacherous valleys and jagged rocky peaks, an ancient language of absolute independence that our untamed soul natively speaks. Living our lives as a free spirit, roaming across the vast, borderless geographical terrain, refusing to be domesticated by comfort or paralyzed by the fear of temporary pain. No permanent addresses to tie us down, no rigid expectations we are forced to obey, just riding the currents of ultimate liberation, further and further away. We built a temporary shelter out of pine branches and slept beneath the canopy of stars, far away from the neon distractions, the highway traffic, and the noisy crowded bars. We are cooking our meals over an open campfire, seasoning it with the flavor of the wild, reclaiming the instinctive uncorrupted worldview that we possessed when we were a child. Let the critics analyze our unconventional choices and label us as utterly insane. We are occupied with the texture of the soil and the rhythm of the falling summer rain. There is an intoxicating wisdom in surrendering your need to control the ultimate score, and simply allowing your existence to float like a feather above the forest floor. An eagle soaring effortlessly above the treacherous valleys and jagged rocky peaks, an ancient language of absolute independence that our untamed soul natively speaks. Living our lives as a free spirit, roaming across the vast, borderless geographical terrain, refusing to be domesticated by comfort or paralyzed by the fear of temporary pain. No permanent addresses to tie us down, no rigid expectations we are forced to obey, just riding the currents of ultimate liberation, further and further away. They can confiscate our property, but they can never imprison our imaginative flight. We belong to the open horizons, the deep canyons, and mysterious shadows of night. Our wealth is measured by the depth of our inhalation and the wildness of our dreams, flowing unboundedly toward the vast ocean like untamed mountain streams. Run unhindered, break every artificial boundary wall, listen intently to the wilderness issuing its urgent call. Living our lives as a free spirit, roaming across the vast, borderless geographical terrain, refusing to be domesticated by comfort or paralyzed by the fear of temporary pain. No permanent addresses to tie us down, no rigid expectations we are absolute freedom as our permanent internal guide. Free spirit dancing in the wind, so fierce, where no societal sorrow can never manage to pierce. I am packing up the heavy remnants of a difficult year into a sealed cardboard box, tearing down the defensive mental barricades and unlocking the rusted padlocks. The rearview mirror shows a long highway of challenges that we successfully endured, but my eyes are fixed firmly on the windshield where our destiny is fully assured. There's a fresh wind blowing from the western horizon, whispering tales of hope, giving our weary minds the necessary motivation and perspective to successfully cope. We survived the emotional winter and outlasted the freezing, unforgiving frost, ready to reclaim the enthusiastic sense of adventure that we temporarily lost. A brand new calendar waiting to be populated with our boldest plans and dreams, as the morning sun fractures the remaining darkness with its radiant beams. We are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping on to a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Beautifully grow. Let's map out a brand new trajectory across the uncharted territories of our life, leaving behind the old grudges, the toxic arguments, and the unnecessary strife. We possess a pocket full of valuable lessons and a heart full of unshakable faith, chasing after the beautiful possibilities instead of running from a historical wraith. I can hear the music of opportunity playing softly in the distance ahead, a lively rhythm that inspires us to dance instead of harboring a sense of dread. We don't need a guarantee of absolute perfection to proceed with our journey bold, just an unyielding spirit of curiosity that refuses to become stagnant or old. A brand new calendar waiting to be populated with our boldest plans and dreams, as the morning sun fractures the remaining darkness with its radiant beams. We are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping on to a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Not a terrifying monster waiting to sabotage our happiness and peace. It is a magnificent sanctuary where our creative potential can find absolute release. We welcome the mysteries, the surprises, and the unexpected twists of the road, ready to shoulder our responsibilities and carry our collective emotional load. Step forward, leave the heavy anchors behind. Greet the future with an open, optimistic mind. Oh, we are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping on to a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Hello tomorrow. We are ready for exceptionally bright. Heavy condensation clings to the emerald leaves after a fierce thunderstorm recedes. The damp earth is soaking up the nourishment that every living organism needs. I've been tracking the movement of dark cumulus formations across the valley wide, searching for a psychological breakthrough that I could treasure deep inside. Sometimes your perspective gets completely distorted by a temporary streak of bad luck, like a heavy cargo vehicle getting deeply immobilized and permanently stuck. But if you shift your gaze upward toward the edge of that dark monolithic cloud, you'll witness a brilliant luminous border that makes your spirit feel proud. A dazzling fracture of pure illumination piercing through the dense charcoal dome, guiding our weary, stumbling footsteps back to the safety of our humble home. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. We count our blessings on our fingers instead of calculating our accumulated debts, refusing to populate our valuable minds with toxic grievances and useless regrets. The simplest things like a hot cup of herbal tea or a friendly neighbor's smile are the genuine riches that make this challenging human existence truly worthwhile. Let's construct a sturdy telescope out of gratitude and unshakable resilience to observe the macrocosm in all its spectacular, uncompromised brilliance. We are resilient survivors of the tempest, not helpless victims of the freezing rain, discovering a profound spiritual purpose behind every instance of emotional pain. A dazzling fracture of pure illumination piercing through the dense charcoal dome, guiding our weary, stumbling footsteps back to the safety of our humble home. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. Will fluctuate, but our internal compass remains, navigating through the murky gray areas until we locate the pristine sky of blue. Every obstacle is merely an invitation to strengthen our creative adaptability, unlocking the hidden storehouse of our infinite human capability. See the edge where the luminescence glows, that's the direction where the optimistic wind blows. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. Keep your chin up, look toward the beautiful border. The cosmos is restoring a sense of divine harmony and order. Silver lining, shimmering bright and clear, dispelling every single element of unnecessary fear. piece of white parchment into the shape of a tiny migratory bird, trying to express the complex vulnerabilities that cannot be spoken in a word. I spent a lifetime constructing elaborate fortresses made of thick, heavy stone to protect myself from the terrifying prospect of ending up completely alone. But you approached my defensive perimeter with a gentle patience so disarming. Your lack of hidden agendas and manipulative games was extraordinarily charming. You didn't utilize heavy battering rams to breach the walls of my ancient citadel. You simply whispered a genuine truth that broke the lonely, suffocating spell. An intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. On my sleeves from writing poems that I never sent, apologizing for all the emotional mistakes and miscommunications that I meant to correct before the distance between us became an unbridgeable geographical gulf. I'm learning to forgive the flaws and imperfections of my complicated self. You see through the elaborate disguises and the sophisticated masks that I wear, exposing the raw anatomy of a human being who is desperately in need of care. With you, I don't have to pretend to be an indestructible superhero of steel. I can simply sit in the quiet corner and allow myself to authentically feel an intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. With maximum care, it cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. Sweet sound of your name. On these blank, unblemished white pages, a timeless chronicle of devotion that will withstand the progression of ages. No eraser can remove the profound impact of the statements we boldly declare as we document this extraordinary adventure that we are blessed to share. Fragile layers, fragile layers, fragile layers. The final chapter has not yet closed. I'm handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. Handle with care, keep it safe from the wind. This is where the true story has finally reflections smear across the wet asphalt outside my lonely bedroom window pane. The city is whispering secrets through the steady therapeutic downpour of the autumn rain. I'm sitting on the edge of the mattress with my old acoustic guitar resting on my knee, searching for a series of chords that can accurately describe what you mean to me. The headlights of passing cars paint fleeting patterns of gold and silver upon the ceiling high, reminding me of how quickly opportunities present themselves and then swiftly pass us by. But your memory remains anchored in the deepest harbor of my wandering, restless mind, a rare kind of unconditional devotion that a traveler like me could seldom hope to find. When the clouds become too heavy and the sky loses its brilliant shade of blue, the storm provides a perfect sanctuary for me to contemplate my love for you. Listening to the midnight rain washing away the debris of a chaotic yesterday, clearing a path for us to walk upon. When the morning fog finally rolls away, let the water fall down, let it cleanse every doubt we've harbored deep inside. In this liquid darkness, we have absolutely nothing left we need to conceal or hide. There is a distinct aroma of rich petrichor rising from the thirsty pavement down below, a natural reminder that beautiful things can grow from the darkest soil we come to know. I remember the way you used to laugh when we got caught in a sudden summer shower, standing unprotected on the sidewalk, turning a miserable delay into our finest hour. Now the temperature is dropping and I draw the woolen blanket tightly around my cold frame. The steady rhythm of the storm seems to be continuously chanting your beautiful name. It's a lonesome melody, but it carries a strange sense of profound comfort nonetheless, a soothing remedy for the accumulated anxiety and the crushing weight of daily stress. When the clouds become too heavy and the sky loses its brilliant shade of blue, the storm provides a perfect sanctuary for me to contemplate my love for you. Listening to the midnight rain washing away the debris of a chaotic yesterday, clearing a path for us to walk upon. When the morning fog finally rolls away, let the water fall down, let it cleanse every doubt we've harbored deep inside. In this liquid darkness, we have absolutely nothing left we need to conceal or hide. Almost faintly in the distance, like a distant train on an old rusty track. But we are moving forward on this journey, and there is no reason for us to look back. Every single droplet hitting the roof is a testament to the resilience of our fragile love. Blessed by the vast, mysterious sky that stretches infinitely above. Oh, hear the rain falling down on the glass, knowing that this storm will eventually pass. Listening to the midnight rain washing away the breeze of a chaotic yesterday, clearing a path for us to walk upon. When the morning fog finally rolls away, let the water fall down, let it cleanse every doubt we've harbored deep inside. In this liquid darkness, we have absolutely nothing left we need need to conceal or hide. Just let it wash away every single worry tonight, until the morning sun rises and makes everything look bright. Midnight rain keep on falling down, the sweetest sound in this sleeping town. We sat on an old wooden bench underneath the sprawling willow tree at the park, watching the fireflies prepare the tiny biological lanterns for the approaching dark. No fancy jewelry around our necks, no expensive designer labels on our clothing plain. Yet we possess a wealth of contentment that a millionaire could never hope to gain. Society tries to convince us that we constantly require more possessions to be complete, driving people into a state of exhaustion as they desperately compete on the street. But I've discovered that the truest luxury resides in the absence of unnecessary things, in the unfiltered laughter that your genuine, unpretentious companionship always brings. A dandelion seed drifting effortlessly upon the gentle evening summer breeze, finding its purpose without any struggle among the towering forest trees. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. You gathered some wild daisies from the meadow and placed them in a recycled jar, reminding me that elegance doesn't require a boutique shop from afar. We share a plate of basic homemade bread and butter by the candlelight dim, finding a deep spiritual fulfillment that fills our emotional cups to the very brim. I've abandoned the exhausting quest to impress people who do not truly care, choosing instead to invest my limited energy in the authentic love that we share. Your honesty is a refreshing fountain in a world dominated by superficiality and greed, a beautiful grounding anchor that satisfies my heart's most fundamental need. A dandelion seed drifting effortlessly upon the gentle evening summer breeze, finding its purpose without any struggle among the towering forest trees. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. When the historical records of our lives are eventually written down in the text, it won't be our material achievements that define us in this world or the next. It will be the kindness we distributed and the patience we demonstrated each day. The quiet, unheralded acts of love that permanently illuminated our earthly way. Keep it uncomplicated, throw the heavy baggage away, savor the elegance of a beautifully ordinary day. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. Just plain and simple, the way love was intended to be, unburdened by the vanity of the world, completely wild and free. Simple grace, a beautiful sanctuary for the mind, the greatest treasure that a human being could ever find. Packed a single duffel bag with a couple of t-shirts and a worn-out map, ready to disconnect from the digital grid and escape the modern psychological trap. We turned off the GPS navigation and decided to follow our instincts instead, chasing the horizon line where the asphalt meets the setting sun a deep crimson red. The highway stretching ahead is an unwritten manuscript waiting for our tires to explore, leading us away from the monotonous routine of the office and the grocery store. With your bare feet resting comfortably on the dashboard as the radio plays an old song, we finally feel like we belong to the open road where we wanted to be all along. A sudden departure from the ordinary constraints of our heavily structured life, trading the daily anxieties for a coastal breeze that cuts through the mental strife. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations, we are absolutely obligated to keep just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. We pulled over at a roadside fruit stand to buy a basket of organic strawberry sweet, savoring the simple flavor of freedom while the gravel crunches beneath our feet. There is no lingering pressure to accomplish anything monumental on this trip, just a steady appreciation for the fresh coconut water that we casually sip. Look at the coastal mountains rising majestically from the edge of the turquoise sea, a geographic masterpiece that reminds us of how vast and wonderful the world can be. We spent too long confined within the geometric boundaries of a cubicle wall, forgetting that the wilderness has been issuing an urgent, beautiful call. A sudden departure from the ordinary constraints of our heavily structured life, trading the daily anxieties for a coastal breeze that cuts through the mental strife. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations, we are absolutely obligated to keep just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. We are writing our own definitions of freedom on the sandy beaches of this coast, realizing that the simplest moments of exploration are what we appreciate most. The salt water washes away the accumulated fatigue of the past working year, leaving our vision incredibly sharp, unblemished, and beautifully clear. Drive on, let the wind blow through your hair. We are officially completely free from every care. Oh, this is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control. Therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations. We are absolutely obligated to keep just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine, and we just escape further into the beautiful wild, reclaiming the wonder that we possessed when we were a child. Sweet escape, where the air is fresh and clean, the finest getaway that our eyes have ever seen. Dust mote stands lazily in the singular beam of sunlight, cutting through the heavy drapes. The world outside is a frantic gallery of pixelated screens and strange disdains. But behind this heavy oak door, the chaotic noise completely ceases to exist anymore, leaving only the comforting sound of our synchronous breathing on the carpeted floor. We spent so many years chasing after applause and validation from people we barely knew, running on a hamster wheel of expectations until our exhausted faces turned pale and blue. How liberating it feels to finally step off that frantic, unrewarding competitive track, to close our eyes tightly, exhale the built-up tension, and never desire to look back. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations. We are obligated to fulfill just two grateful hearts, learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Your head is resting gently on my shoulder, your pulse a steady anchor for my soul. In a world that constantly tries to tear us apart, this stillness makes me feel whole. We don't need to constantly entertain each other with witty remarks or clever conversation. The sheer density of our mutual understanding requires no further verbal explanation. Look at the bare walls surrounding us, they contain no expensive artwork or golden frames, yet they hold the sacred echoes of our deepest truths and our most private, intimate names. We've constructed a fortress out of simple silence and mutual respect so profound, where the malicious gossip of the external world can never find a way to resonate or sound. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations. We are obligated to fulfill just two grateful hearts, learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Let the politicians argue and the stock market fluctuate wildly on the television screen, we have successfully discovered a hidden paradise that remains completely unforeseen. A sanctuary where time loses its tyrannical power over our daily human lives, and the authentic essence of our spiritual connection miraculously survives. Just breathe, inhale the absolute peace. Let all the internal friction finally cease. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt. We are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a flaw. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. In this find our truth, far away from the restless clamor of our youth. Just a quiet room where love can grow. That's all we ever really need to know. Folding sheets of white parchment into the shape of a tiny migratory bird, trying to express the complex vulnerabilities that cannot be spoken in a word. I spent a lifetime constructing elaborate fortresses made of thick, heavy stone to protect myself from the terrifying prospect of ending up completely alone. But you approached my defensive perimeter with a gentle patience so disarming. Your lack of hidden agendas and manipulative games was extraordinarily charming. You didn't utilize heavy battering rams to breach the walls of my ancient citadel. You simply whispered a genuine truth that broke the lonely, suffocating spell. An intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. There are permanent ink stains on my sleeves from writing poems that I never sent, apologizing for all the emotional mistakes and miscommunications that I meant to correct before the distance between us became an unbridgeable geographical gulf. I'm learning to forgive the flaws and imperfections of my complicated self. You see through the elaborate disguises and the sophisticated masks that I wear, exposing the raw anatomy of a human being who is desperately in need of care. With you, I don't have to pretend to be an indestructible superhero of steel. I can simply sit in the quiet corner and allow myself to authentically feel. An intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. On these blank, unblemished white pages, a timeless chronicle progression of ages. No eraser can remove the profound impact of the statements we boldly declare as we document this extraordinary adventure that we are blessed to share. Fragile layers, the final chapter has not yet closed. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. Handle with care, keep it safe from the wind. This is where the true story has finally began. A paper heart resting securely in your palm, finding at last its everlasting calm. Frost covers the window pane as the winter season establishes its chilly domain. But inside this sanctuary, not a single shred of discomfort or misery can remain. I am stoking the embers of the hearth, watching the orange flames leap and bound, grateful for the absolute safety and tranquility that we have miraculously found. Your wool sweater feels incredibly soft against my skin as you lean close. Of all the blessings the universe has provided, your presence is what I value most. We don't need to travel to tropical destinations to escape the freezing winter chill, when we can generate our own private summer by simply standing completely still. Two individual souls melting together like wax from a scented paraffin candle bright, exuding a gentle that banishes the gloom of the darkest night. Wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside the door, finding a depth of emotional security that we have never experienced heretofore. No icy winds can penetrate the thick insulation of our mutual affection and care. We are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. I can hear the kettle beginning to whistle, signaling that the chamomile is ready to pour. We kick off our heavy boots and leave them sitting by the wooden threshold of the door. There is a profound luxury in stripping away the complicated layers of the external day and allowing all our sophisticated defenses to simply melt and dissolve away. Your heartbeat provides a steady comfort and really rivals the finest symphony, a beautiful testament to the absolute perfection of our spiritual chemistry. We've constructed an impenetrable fortress out of kindness, patience, and trust, where the harsh judgments of society can never cause our connection to rust. Two individual souls melting together like a wax from a scented paraffin candle bright, exuding a gentle that banishes the gloom of the darkest night. Wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside never experienced heretofore. No icy winds can penetrate the thick insulation of our mutual affection and care. We are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. To the lowest numbers imaginable on the frosty scale. Our internal furnace possesses a combustion rate that can never falter or fail. We feed the fire with honest communication and mutual respect every single hour, ensuring that our collective sanctuary maintains its magnificent protective power. Hold me tighter, let the frost melt away in this sanctuary. We will permanently stay wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside the door, finding a depth of emotional security that we have never experienced heretofore. And no icy winds can penetrate of our mutual affection and care. We are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. Stay right here where the climate is perfect and warm, completely protected from the external winter storm. Warm embrace, keeping the frost at bay until the winter finally melts into May. Frost covers the window pane as the winter season establishes its chilly domain. But inside this sanctuary, not a single shred of discomfort or misery can remain. I'm stoking the embers of the hearth, watching the orange flames leaping bound, grateful for the absolute safety and tranquility that we have miraculously found. Your wool sweater feels incredibly soft against my skin as you're leaning close. Of all the blessings the universe has provided, your presence is what I value most. We don't need to travel to tropical destinations to escape the freezing winter chill, when we can generate our own private summer by simply standing completely still. Two individual souls melting together like wax from a scented paraffin candle, bright, exuding a gentle contendo that banishes the gloom of the darkest night. Wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside the door, finding a depth of emotional security that we have never experienced heretofore. No icy winds can penetrate the thick insulation of our mutual affection and care. We are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. I can hear the kettle beginning to whistle, signaling that the chamomile is ready to pour. We kick off our heavy boots and leave them sitting by the wooden threshold of the door. There is a profound luxury in stripping away the complicated layers of the external day and allowing all our sophisticated defenses to simply melt and dissolve away. Your heartbeat provides a steady comfort and rhythm that rivals the finest symphony, a beautiful testament to foundation of our spiritual chemistry. We've constructed an impenetrable fortress out of kindness, patience, and trust, where the harsh judgments of society can never cause our connection to rust. Two individual souls melting together like wax from a scented paraffin candle, bright, exuding a gentle content that banishes the gloom of the darkest night. Wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside the door, finding the depth of emotional security that we have never experienced heretofore. No icy winds can penetrate the thick insulation of our mutual affection and care. We are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. Let the let the thermometer drop to the lowest numbers imaginable on the frosty scale. Our internal furnace possesses a combustion rate that can never falter or fail. We feed the fire with honest communication, mutual respect every single hour, ensuring that our collective sanctuary maintains its magnificent protective power. Hold me tighter, let the frost melt away in the sanctuary. We will permanently stay wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside the door, finding the depth of emotional security that we have never experienced heretofore. No icy winds can penetrate the thick insulation of our mutual affection and care. We are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. Stay right here, where the climate is perfect and warm, completely protected from the external winter storm. Warm embrace, but keeping the frost at bay until the winter finally melts into May. Waking up to the cheerful chirping of a yellow canary outside the kitchen window, throwing open the blinds to welcome the golden illumination that starts to grow. I'm making a batch of fresh pancakes and brewing a pot of citrus-infused roast, feeling a sudden surge of gratitude for the things that matter the absolute most. You walk into the room with messy morning hair and a gigantic smile on your face, instantly transforming this modest apartment into the world's most joyful place. We've officially banned all negative commentary and pessimistic talk from our zone, focusing exclusively on the abundant blessings that we are fortunate to own. A vibrant kaleidoscope of positivity spinning around in our creative imagination, fueling our collective journey with an unshakable sense of joyful expectation. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Let's grab our bicycles and cruise down the boardwalk, without a specific target in mind, leaving every single ounce of cynicism and past disappointment far behind. The ocean air is crisp and salt-kissed, rejuvenating our physical bodies completely, while the local street musicians perform a lively rhythm that fits the scenery sweetly. We don't possess a massive fortune or a fleet of luxury vehicles in a garage wide, but we have an inexhaustible supply of internal joy that cannot be bought or denied. Happiness is not a destination you reach, it's a specific pair of glasses you wear, allowing you to discover extraordinary beauty in the ordinary moments you share. A vibrant kaleidoscope of positivity spinning around in our creative imagination, fueling our collective journey with an unshakable sense of joyful expectation. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Cloud attempts to temporarily obstruct our brilliant view, we possess enough internal solar energy to burn right through to the blue. We are alchemists of circumstance, converting every obstacle into a golden opportunity, cultivating a beautiful environment of peace, laughter and loving community. Look up, absorb the beautiful, radiant heat. Feel the positive vibration dancing on the concrete street. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Keep walking in the sunshine, don't look back at the dark. We are blazing a trail with a permanent joyful spark. Sunny side, where the grass is always green, the happiest citizens the world has ever seen.
Staring at the ceiling fan, spinning lazily around in the heat of the afternoon, realizing that the weekend has evaporated completely and far too soon. We had a massive itinerary packed with obligations and places we were supposed to visit, but instead we chose absolute inertia. And honestly, who could possibly miss it? We skipped the formal luncheon and ignored the dozens of notifications on our devices, deciding that a quiet afternoon of complete unproductivity was the best of choices. There's a strange societal pressure to constantly optimize every single breathing minute, but a day without a rigid agenda has a distinct kind of internal salvation within it. The hourglass is flipped upside down, but we aren't measuring the falling grains, liberated from the corporate machinery and the invisible psychological chains. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time. have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. You're wearing an oversized flannel shirt, eating cereal straight from the box, while I'm strumming random chord progressions in my mismatched woolen socks. The world outside is sprinting a marathon toward a destination that doesn't exist, engaged in a competitive rat race whose ultimate purpose they've entirely missed. We watched a terrible documentary, then took a 3-hour nap on the velvet couch without a single shred of modern guilt or an internal feeling of being a slouch. Efficiency is a modern trap designed to strip away the poetry of human existence, but we are staging a quiet revolution through our stubborn, lazy resistance. The hourglass is flipped upside down, but we aren't measuring the falling grains, liberated from the corporate machinery and the invisible psychological chains. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together. Aren't concerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. They call it laziness, but we recognize it as a form of sacred mental preservation, a necessary period of hibernation to recover from excessive daily stimulation. We aren't wasting our lives, we are simply savoring the space between the notes, floating down a calm river of tranquility on our own metaphorical boats. Do nothing, let the clock tick away. We are kings of this unproductive day. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together. Unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. Another all gone and we don't care at all. Watching the sunlight slowly slide down the wall. Wasted time, the finest currency to spend. May this beautiful nothingness never have an end. My internal clock was drastically misaligned, from sprinting through the concrete maze, operating on an exhausting frequency that left my cognitive functions in a hazy daze. I was rushing through the verses of existence, neglecting the rest between the bars, blinded by the artificial neon streetlights, ignoring the choreography of the stars. But your presence introduced a steady cadence that immediately corrected my erratic stride, an elegant tempo that naturally neutralize the frantic anxieties I harbored deep inside. We don't need to force the melody or accelerate the tempo to impress the watching crowd. Our synchronous compatibility speaks eloquently without ever needing to be loud. A pristine pendulum swinging back and forth with flawless, uncompromised precision, aligning our separate frequencies into a single. We have successfully discovered our perfect rhythm a world that's completely out of tune, swaying together under the silver canopy of this enchanted midsummer moon. No rush in the measures, no drag in the beats, just the flawless harmonic synchronization, moving through the choreography of existence with absolute ease and celebration. Look at the way our footsteps coordinate effortlessly as we stroll along the crowded avenue. A beautiful jazz improvisation where every spontaneous movement feels entirely new. We've abandoned the rigid metronomes of corporate expectations and societal demands, finding all the musical structure we require within the interlocking grip of our hands. Your laughter represents the ultimate percussion track, a vibrant upbeat that elevates my soul, mending the fragmented measures of my previous life, making the entire composition whole. We are executing a sophisticated counterpoint where independence and unity coexist, a rare kind of aesthetic equilibrium that the rest of the world has completely missed. A pristine pendulum swinging back and forth with flawless, uncompromised precision, aligning our separate frequencies into a single. We have successfully discovered our perfect rhythm in a world that's completely out of tune, swaying together under the silver canopy of this enchanted midsummer moon. No rush in the measures, no drag in the beats, just a flawless harmonic synchronization, moving through the choreography of existence with absolute ease and celebration. Pocket remains utterly impenetrable, but we compose our own soundtrack using the raw materials of honesty, trust, and mutual respect, generating a timeless groove whose structural integrity is beautifully correct. Feel the pocket locking so deep and tight, hesitation, every single syncopation is entirely right. We have successfully discovered our perfect rhythm in a world that's completely out of tune, swaying together under the silver canopy of this enchanted midsummer moon. No rush in the measures, no drag in the beats, just a flawless harmonic synchronization, moving through the choreography of existence with absolute ease and celebration. Keep the groove alive, don't let the tempo fluctuate or stray. We are dancing to our own specific masterpiece, day after day. Perfect rhythm, steady, unbreakable and true, an everlasting symphony I'm blessed to perform with you. Dust motes dance lazily in the singular beam of sunlight cutting through the heavy drapes. The world outside is a frantic gallery of pixelated screens and strange distorted shapes. But behind this heavy oak door, the chaotic noise completely ceases to exist anymore, leaving only the comforting sound of our synchronous breathing on the carpeted floor. We spent so many years chasing after applause and validation from people we barely knew, running on a hamster wheel of expectations until our exhausted faces turn pale and blue. How liberating it feels to finally step off that frantic, unrewarding competitive track, to close our eyes, tightly exhale the built-up tension, and never desire to look back. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt. We are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Your head is resting gently on my shoulder, your pulse a steady anchor for my soul. In a world that constantly tries to tear us apart, this stillness makes me feel whole. We don't need to constantly entertain each other with witty remarks or clever conversation. The sheer density of our mutual understanding requires no further verbal explanation. Look at the bare walls surrounding us. They contain no expensive artwork or golden frames, yet they hold the sacred echoes of our deepest truths and our most private, intimate names. We've constructed a fortress out of simple silence and mutual respect so profound, where the malicious gossip of the external world can never find a way to resonate or sound. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room, oh, where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt. Oh, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Argue when the stock market fluctuate wildly on the television screen. We have successfully discovered a hidden paradise that remains completely unforeseen, a sanctuary where time loses its tyrannical power over our daily human lives, and the authentic essence of our spiritual connection miraculously survives. Just breathe, inhale the absolute peace. Let all the internal friction finally cease. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt. We are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not no notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. In the stillness we find our truth, far away from the restless clamor of our youth. Just a quiet room where love can grow. That's all we ever really need to know. shadows elongate across the hardwood floor, while the embers of the fireplace softly glow. The clock on the mantelpiece ticks away, but we have no urgent destination left to go. Your fingers entwine with mine so naturally as the outside world fades into a quiet blur. Every heavy thought that weighed my mind down suddenly dissolves when I look at her. We don't need a grand orchestra or a crowded ballroom to find our perfect rhythm tonight. Just the ambient hum of the refrigerator and the dim amber glow of the porch light. Forget about the chaotic schedules and the endless demands of the upcoming stressful week. Right here in this small sanctuary is the exact peace of mind we always used to seek. The record spins a timeless melody from a forgotten era gone by. We breathe and sink under the canopy of the midnight sky. Let's take a slow dance through the kitchen while the coffee gets cold, holding on to this fleeting moment before we grow ancient and old. No footsteps to rush, no promises we ever need to fiercely defend. Just swaying gently together in a loop that never has to end. I can feel the subtle vibration of your laughter vibrating against my chest, so warm. A beautiful shelter from life's unpredictable weather and the raging chaotic storm. We've traded our wild ambitions for the absolute comfort of a simple, steady pace. Finding the deepest meaning of existence within the boundaries of this tiny space. You're caught against smells like lavender and autumn leaves from that afternoon stroll we took. This beautiful chapter feels far more captivating than any story written in a book. We don't say much because the silence speaks volumes between our connected souls, mending all the broken fragments of our past and making our fragile spirits whole. The record spins a timeless melody from a forgotten era gone by. We breathe and sink under the canopy of the midnight sky. Let's take a slow dance through the kitchen while the coffee gets cold, holding on to this fleeting moment before we grow ancient and old. No footsteps to rush, no promises we ever need to fiercely defend. Just swaying gently together in a loop that never has to end. Time is a stubborn thief trying to steal our precious youth away each passing day. But as long as my hand is in yours, we will surely find a way to make it stay. We twist and we turn on this worn out rug like stars, navigating the dark cosmic sea, perfectly content with who we are and exactly who we are destined to be. Just sway with me now, feel the floorboards creak under our weight. No deadlines to meet, we've successfully locked the front gate. Hey, 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 hey. Let's take a slow dance through the kitchen while the coffee gets cold, holding on to this fleeting moment before we grow ancient and old. No footsteps to rush, no promises we ever need to fiercely defend. Just swaying gently together in a loop that never has to end. Just a little bit longer in your arms, let the world spin outside. We are safe from harms, sat on an old wooden bench underneath the sprawling willow tree at the park, watching the fireflies prepare their tiny biological lanterns for the approaching dark. No fancy jewelry around our necks, no expensive designer labels on our clothing plain. Yet we possess a wealth of contentment that a millionaire could never hope to gain. Society tries to convince us that we constantly require more possessions to be complete, and driving people into a state of exhaustion as they desperately compete on the street. But I've discovered that the truest luxury resides in the absence of unnecessary things, in the unfiltered laughter that your genuine, unpretentious companionship always brings. A dandelion seed drifting effortlessly upon the gentle evening summer breeze, finding its purpose without any struggle among the towering forest trees. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. You gathered some wild daisies from the meadow and placed them in a recycled jar, reminding me that elegance doesn't require a boutique shop from afar. We share a plate of basic homemade bread and butter by the candlelight dim, finding a deep spiritual fulfillment that fills our emotional cups to the very brim. I've abandoned the exhausting quest to impress people who do not truly care, choosing instead to invest my limited energy in the authentic love that we share. Your honesty is a refreshing fountain in a world dominated by superficiality and greed, a beautiful grounding anchor that satisfies my heart's most fundamental need. And dandelion seed drifting effortlessly upon the gentle evening summer breeze, finding its purpose without any struggle among the towering forest trees. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. Historical records of our lives are eventually written down in the text, it won't be our material achievements that define us in this world or the next. It will be the kindness we distributed and the patience we demonstrated each day, the quiet, unheralded acts of love that permanently illuminated our earthly way. Keep it uncomplicated, throw the heavy baggage away, savor the elegance of a beautifully ordinary day. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. Just plain and simple, the way love was intended to be, unburdened by the vanity of the world, completely wild and free. Simple grace, a beautiful sanctuary for the mind, the greatest treasure that a human being could ever find.